Hi guys, Martin88 here and welcome back to another FIFA 22 video, and today we've got my 5 million coin squad builder. Okay, now yesterday obviously you've seen my news that I've signed for Gamers Academy, and I said to you that I was going to give you guys some content that would show you a little insight into what I go through if and when I'm teaching somebody squad battles. Now we're going to have that content over the next couple of weeks, but the first thing we always start with anybody is their team, okay? Because you can, there's no point starting to look at tactics or to look at gameplay or your finishing or defending, all that type of stuff if your team isn't right and you haven't got the right type of players in your team. Because I've started coaching some people and bless their hearts, their teams have just not got a chance, okay? So I'm going to run you through this team that I'm using. Now you're going to see it all at once, okay? But the biggie isn't who they are, it's me telling you why I use them and what type of player you should be looking for, because it makes a massive difference, absolutely huge, all the way down to the subs, okay? So do not go anywhere, you're going to want to listen to all of this, okay? So first things first is our goalkeeper. That's obviously a little bit more simple. You just really want a high-rated keeper that can give you the chemistry. And I love Alisson. He's been really good for us. And yeah, so I recommend him to everybody. Okay, in at right back, we've got Trent Alexander-Arnold, okay? And for me, I feel like he is the best right back for squad battles. Remember, this is squad battles related. He is the best right back in the game for squad battles. Why? Because he's got that maxed out pace, okay, and he's got decent agility and balance. So people bring to me like Cole Walker as an example. No. Cole Walker's agility and balance makes him way too clunky to defend. Even Hakimi, I've used Hakimi, and I don't know what it is. Trent is miles better from a squad battles point of view, and the reason for that is because one of the biggest things that I try and do is to push the AI out wide when they're attacking. So that means that your two fullbacks need to be electric in terms of how they feel, like their pace, their agility and balance. And obviously as long as they've got decent defending, really we're looking at their interceptions and their stand tackle, because we don't go in for big tackles. We're looking for them to make a mistake, to intercept it, to nick the ball off them if it's a heavy touch, which would be a stand tackle. So all that type of stuff. So that's why for me Trent is really good. Even early on, right, I was telling everyone use Cancelo over Cole Walker just because he had better agility and balance. The other thing that's nice with Trent is he can pass the ball. I used Wan-Bissaka earlier on in the game cycle, as some of you had seen, but he couldn't pass. He was amazing defensively, but you'd win it, and then you'd be like, what am I going to do with it? There's nothing you could do with it because his passing was so bad. A lot of the time, if he was under any pressure, he would just give the ball away. And we'll go to the left back where it's a similar story. So I've got Lodi. For me, again, the best left back to have. Some of you might, what about Alphonso Davies? No. In terms of his body type and his agility and balance and his pace, I would recommend this Lodi card over anybody at left back because he does a very, very similar job to what Trent does on the right hand side. They're both so quick, they're both really nippy and agile, and they're both quite well rounded in other areas. Alphonso Davies is a card to use, but you'll have to wait and see how we use him. Right, in at centre backs, not going to surprise you again. We're looking for pace and we're looking for agility and balance. So Blanc is somebody with 74 agility, 72 balance. Marquinhos' agility and balance is 70 and 72. However, because Marquinhos has got more pace and he's shorter, if you have a look at this, he's 6 foot, whereas Blanc is 6'4". He feels a lot better in game than what Blanc does. Marquinhos is the man when it comes to squad battles defending, like really he is online. But to be able to defend on Ultimate, or if you're playing solo on Legendary, Marquinhos is a man you really want to get into the team and fits lovely with Alisson and with Lodi for the chemistry. So also, where he's 6 foot, it doesn't matter. That 94 jumping, lovely, works really well. And for Blanc, he's an absolute beast. He wins any battle that he comes up against, even on Ultimate, and he's got just enough pace and just enough agility and balance to make it work. Plus, they're both over 80 in terms of their passing, which works really well because we don't want them balls going wayward. Not at all. Right. CDM. So we've got Fred and we've got Sador. Fred's a much better example, okay? So, if we had 10 chemistry on Fred, which we do, this is just laid out so that you guys can see it. The only person in this team that doesn't have 10 chemistry is Sterling. So, once there's 10 chemistry onto Fred, he's got 95 acceleration, 88 sprint speed. So, off the mark, he's going to be electric. Couple that with how small he is and his body type, and his 92 agility and 91 balance. He's just buzzing around like a bee in the middle of the park, and he's up down. He's got that 99 stamina, perfect. And you'll see tomorrow from the tactics, yes, they are the same tactics that I've put up before, but for all you new people, I'm going to go through it in a different way so that you can see why I'm using it and how it complements these players. So the 99 stamina, we're asking our CDMs to go up and down all day long. We want them to be fast, we want them to be agile so they can jockey. We're looking for a whole package really. We ask for an awful lot out of our CDMs. From a physical point of view, strength 61, don't let that bother you. Aggression 99, balance itself out. Feels like he's 80 strength, 80 aggression, which would be absolutely fine. He is absolutely perfect, plus he's got that left foot, which gives us a nice balance. And when going forward, because it falls onto his left foot, he can have a crack and he does score some goals. The other CDM, I've had Kante, who's decent, but because we wanted to fit Messi into the team, I've got Seydorf, who does a decent job. He would be one of the people I'd be looking to change out. But again, you're basically looking for just another version of Fred if you can find them, which at this early point isn't easy. But you can see Seydorf is really well rounded. With a shadow on his card, his defending goes up nicely and his acceleration and pace goes into the early 90s. 79 agility and 84 balance. We wouldn't want it to go any lower than that, but he does. He has got decent passing and he can shoot as well. So fits the bill really. Right, in at Cam. This is where you want to have your superstar, right? And we've got Lionel Messi. With a hunter on him, he goes up to 99 acceleration, 90 sprint speed. His finishing is through the roof. His dribbling is amazing. And he's got good passing. And you need all of that stuff. Your Cam is just going to be, has to be the man for you, really. You know, you want him to be able to dribble and dribble past people, which you can still do on Ultimate, trust me, I'll show you. You want to be able to slip your striker in or slip a little through ball through to your one of your wingers. So you need that good vision, you need that good passing. This is a position where you invest a lot of coins into. A lesser version of Messi, or the type of player, because he is a lot of coins, would be like Foden, okay? He's got that lovely body type, that nippiness, nice and quick. Obviously, he's not as good as Messi, but would still be a really good alternative, okay? In terms of alternatives, if you was looking for something different there in terms, say you had Foden and you didn't want Seydorf, you could have Kante, but you could also go and get that Onyeka card. Frank Onyeka from Brentford works really, really well. Okay, in terms of the wings, we need pace and we need finishing realistically, and we want 5-star weak foots. At this early stage of the game, that's tough, but that's why for me, Heung-min Son stays into the team all the time, because we want options galore when going forward, okay? Because if a chance falls on our left, we want to be able to hit it. If it falls on our right, we want to be able to hit it. You know, against the AI, especially the further you move up the ladder, you need to be really efficient, and that means being lethal with your chances in front of goal. Something that I really try and drum into people. Son just fits the bill, and he'll carry on getting cards that work all the way up the ladder. And the reason why that's also important to have cards that you know that will carry on increasing is because you get used to that player, what they can do, what they can't do, what, you know, in what scenario can it outrun the AI, and all that type of thing. On the right, I still use Sterling, and that's literally because of his blistering pace and that agility and balance. And he allows us just to open up the game perfectly. And like I said, the reason with the agility and balance, one of the reasons why we're so desperate for that agility and balance is the pace, is because quite often in squad battles, and FIFA generally, obviously, but the gameplay is absolutely horrific. Playing in lag a lot of the time, or it's bad service, and I've even had comments about this from really good players. How do you compensate for the the lag and the gameplay just being bad generally? Well, one of the things you can do is have players that are fast and agile, and it will make them feel nicer. Okay, so somebody like Fred will feel 10 times better than say like a De Bruyne card, who in pinging gameplay might feel pretty good. But in horrible gameplay, you need players that are fast and good agility and balance. So we've got the likes of Fred, Sterling, Lodi, Son, Trent, even the two centre backs. We can't do much more in terms of like their pace and their agility and balance because the AI doesn't suffer from lag. Okay, news break. They are always going to be the same generally. Yes, they perform at different levels. I know, but if you're playing somebody online and you've got bad gameplay, it's every chance they've got gameplay. That does not happen in squad battles. So to give yourself every chance, that's why you want these type of players. They're an absolute must. There's a lack of options on the right as well. Salah would be an option. I don't like having Salah because of the weak foot and the way that I play and the attacking patterns of play. But Salah would be somebody that could do a job. Or you could have that informed Gabriel Jesus. He is also very good as well. Say if you had Foden, and Onyenka, you could go and have that Jesus card. It's not a problem. Okay, then up top we have got mid icon. This is Butragueno, and again you're seeing exactly what I'm going to say. With a hunter, he's got full pace, amazing shooting. He's got really good agility and balance. You know how small he is, so he is very agile on the ball and exactly what we're after. Plus, he's got that 5-star weak foot, which is absolutely magic. Because again, we want to be able to take opportunities when they arise on either foot. Okay, now, the reason this is a 5 million squad builder, because in squad battles, it's not just about that first 11. You must be using your subs. I bring subs on at 65 minutes every single game, okay? And they need to be bangers as well. So, we've got Neymar here. So, 65 minutes, this is what we do. And it works a treat. Honestly, it takes games from being 3-0 to 5-0, or if you're 3-1 and you're chasing your goals, having that extra energy through the middle of the pitch with Alphonso Davies and with Atau and then with Neymar really does work wonders. Of course, with Neymar, then we're introducing somebody with a 5-star weak foot. And you need to remember, or if you don't know, when you bring subs on, they only have 5 chemistry. So as an example, somebody like Neymar, if you've got a hunter on him, he's only going to increase by like 2 or 3 in terms of his acceleration or sprint speed. So you need people with good base stats already. We've got a Tau here, who's a nice cheap sub, but it's got that 95 sprint speed. With a +2, he's going to be 95 acceleration, 95 sprint speed. He's got that 5-star weak foot, which we love. So from a point of view of when we bring these subs on, we've got Atau with the 5-star weak foot. Then we've got Neymar 5-star weak foot, Butragueno 5-star weak foot, and Son with a 5-star weak foot already. Plus we've got the pace to burn with Davis, with Neymar, and with Atau, and they will make a monumental difference. Okay, so I know that's dragged on, but these videos are going to be a little bit different. So like I said, they are all dedicated towards squad battles. Okay, that's not a normal squad builder video that I would do for you. Okay, so get in the comments, ask any questions that you like, players that you want to know. Could I use them? Should I use them? Why are you doing this? I don't agree, maybe, and I will tell you. I will explain why I believe that I'm correct, because this type of stuff worked for a lot of people already. Tomorrow, we're going to be going through the tactics and why they complement each players and why you need certain players for the tactics that we play. Of course, if all of this sounds of interest to you, get over to Gamers Academy. The link will be in the description. Feel free to book some sessions with myself, and I can actually cater this for your own individual needs. But guys, that is it for today. Please drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you tomorrow. See you later, guys. Bye bye.